Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going into our first NFL mock draft 2021. That's not much else for the intro, but I'm not going to be perfect on this mock draft. I don't know too much, but I know enough to hopefully do a decent one. And let's just get right on into it. So number one, no mystery here. Obviously Penn ain't, it's going to be Trevor Lawrence, no question there. Number two, a little bit tougher, but still I think is easy. The Jets, they have a lot of problems. They could stick with Sam Darnold, could not. I'm gonna have them here selecting a quarterback, Zach Wilson, out of BYU. He's a great player. Going to New York, they've already been shopping around Sam Darnold, so we're gonna have them getting a new quarterback. This one, oh, by the way, no trades in this one, so the Dolphins are gonna be picking here. And even though they got Will Fuller, I think they could still use another weapon for Tua Tagovailoa, and they will pick Ja'Marr Chase. He'd be, I think, a great player to go along with Will Fuller, who's just a straight-up deep threat, and Ja'Marr Chase to the Dolphins at number 3. Number 4, already kind of speeding along. The Falcons, they could use a quarterback of the future, as Matt Ryan, they can cut after next season, have their new quarterback sit behind Ryan for a year. So it's between Trey Lance and Justin Fields this pick. I'm going to go with Justin Fields here for the Falcons. Bengals, they need to help Joe Burrow. He was sacked a ton. I think he may have actually been the most sacked quarterback last year for how many games he played. He didn't play the whole season, obviously. So with that, I think we could obviously, I think an honorable mention here, Kyle Pitts would be a great player for him. Even Jalen Waddle, outside shot. We're going to take Penei Sewell here. Give him some protection. That's what they really need. Eagles could consider Trey Lance if they don't think that their guy is Jalen Hurts. But for them, I think they mainly are going to need... It's going to be a threat. Is it going to be Kyle Pitts or Jalen Waddle? This is a tough one here. The Eagles love their tight ends. I'm going to go Kyle Pitts. They love their tight ends. Kyle Pitts is a great player, and he can go up and catch balls. He's a very good player. Eagles love their tight ends. Who knows what Zach Ertz will be doing next year, and I'm sure they would love to get another one in an Eagles uniform. At number 7, the Lions could still go receiver. It's very possible, but if a quarterback falls here, if a quarterback falls to 7, one of those top 4 guys, Jared Goff is bad. I know they say they believe in him, but he's bad. He's not good. You know, I'm actually going to give them Jalen Waddle here. We're going to give them Jalen Waddle at number 7. Number 8, Panthers could even be just a quarterback away. They still have Teddy Bridgewater, but could use an upgrade. Trey Lance is going to be that guy for the Panthers at number 8. Number 9 is the Broncos. None of those quarterbacks have fallen, so I think here they really need a quarterback, so we're going to go with Patrick Surtain to the Broncos, kind of speeding through this, hopefully. At number 10, Cowboys. It's either corner or tackle here. It's going to be one of these two guys. I'm going to have them taking Caleb Farley. I will have them taking Caleb Farley, even if my computer does not agree. Caleb Farley. I don't think either of those cornerbacks... I don't think Farley's fallen more than 10. At number 11, this is another tough one. All the receiver... Actually, Devonta Smith is still here. He'd be a tough one to pass up. I think it's between Rashawn Slater and Devonta Smith. And I think I'm going to go Devonta Smith for the Giants. He's a great player. Can run routes very well. And he'd fit great with the Giants, I think. Actually, I don't know. I'm not that smart. But none of the quarterbacks none of the top guys fall to the Niners at this spot. So, okay, well, the volume just turned up on the Xbox over there. Still recording in the same spot as I recorded the Washington Football Team franchise videos. I would think you've seen one, but I don't know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as I'm paused kind of through. Okay, let's go back to the Niners. I think they go Rashawn Slater if he comes to this point. And then we have another tough one. who goes to the Chargers at this point? I don't know. This is a really tough one here for the Chargers. I think they need to help Justin Herbert. I'm gonna have him taking Christian Darrisaw, Virginia Tech tackle, mostly a left tackle. This is another tough one. This is maybe a trade down spot, but no trades in this one. So I think they might just possibly just reach for their player, which is Elijah Vera Tucker. I think they would normally trade down to get him. And then at number 15, actually, I'm going to have them going Micah Parsons. I could see them going Mac Jones, and that would be my other pick, but Micah Parsons. He is a versatile player, can play all around, doesn't really have a secure, like, he's one position. But I think the Patriots would like a versatile player like Micah Parsons. 16, Cardinals really need corner help, especially after losing Pat Pete. So they're going to go J.C. Horn, very good corner. And at number 17, Raiders, I've seen, this one's been around a lot. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's almost like a safety, kind of, at linebacker. He's a coverage linebacker, almost like Isaiah Simmons, possibly. 18, the Dolphins. They took Jamar Chase earlier, got a weapon. And with this pick, I think I could see Trevon Moehrig even. That's very possible, I think. This is a tough one. Azeez Ojulari could Kwity Paye is an option at edge. It's a pretty big need for them. Najee Harris, I think, is an option here for the Dolphins. And I think the best idea is to give Tua some help on the offensive side of the ball. If they want him to be a great quarterback, they have to give him some help. And we're going to give him Najee Harris, give him a good run game to work with. Washington at number 19. No, they signed Fitzpatrick. He's a bridge quarterback. They're going to select Mac Jones here. At number 20, the Bears. They need offensive line help. They're going to go Tevin Jenkins to protect Andy Dalton, question mark? I don't know who their starter is going to be next season. We will have to see how that ends up going for them. I don't think Andy Dalton is the best, but they're in kind of a weird spot right now where they kind of need a little bit of help. Colts at 21. I'm talking really fast right now, just kind of speeding through all these. I think this is a tackle spot or a corner. And I guess that makes sense. Their top two needs according to the Draft Network. And edges have been falling in this draft. I don't think a single edge is gone yet. But they shouldn't last too much farther. And at this point, I think they go ahead and just take the protector. They lost, I think it was Anthony Costanzo, who they lost to retirement. They're going to take Sam Cosmi out of Texas. He's a very good player. Should be able to help their offensive line out for whoever their quarterback ends up being. Sorry, Carson Wentz. I completely forgot about it for a second. And this is another tough one for the Titans. They don't need edges much anymore because of the Bud Dupree signing. He should help them out on the other side of Harold Landry. And with the releasing of Adoree Jackson, I think they take a corner, and we're going to go with Greg Newsome. At number 23, the Jets, they could also use a corner. So they could very well go down the board and go with a guy like Eric Stokes. I could very well see going here, but I think with these guys falling, I think they go with an edge. It's Kwity Paye or Azeez Ojulari. I'm going to go Kwity Paye for the Jets. He's a great edge rusher out of Michigan. I'm saying everyone's great, but because I don't know enough about him, I just know. I haven't watched film or anything. I just kind of know who the guys are. I know a decent amount about them enough to do a mock draft. At number 24, the Steelers need offensive line help. And I think they go not too much down the board with Jalen Mayfield. A lot of tackles going. At number 24, the Jaguars need a little bit of help. They're getting much better. this could be almost not necessarily best player available, but kind of that idea. Trevon Moehrig is in play. I think they can maybe try with an early second to get him. Is very possible. I'm going to go Christian Barmore here. They need some inside help to rush the passer. Christian Barmore I like a lot. Interior defensive lineman. The Browns, they need edge help, and Azeez Ojulari fell here. I think that's a pretty easy pick for them. And the Ravens don't like that. And I actually think this could be an unpopular one. I'm going to have him going Greg Rousseau. He's not the greatest player right now. He's a rotational guy right now. But he is... How do I describe this? He's a developmental player. And the Ravens, I don't know. I mean, Jalen Phillips has had some injury problems. I mean, I don't know what else to say. The Saints, I forgot their name for a second. I mean, this is another tough one, I think. Do they go linebacker here? Do they go down the board a little for a corner? I think they do. Let's go with Eric Stokes for the Saints. Here they get a big need filled, and that is not the pick that the Packers wanted to hear coming out. But Liam Eichenberg is in play here, I want to say. And I would also say a corner. If we go a little bit more down the board here, like Kelvin Joseph could be in play, but I think they wait on a corner. They may have to try to draft one later. I think most of the top guys went. I don't think they'll reach too far down the board at this point. And what are the chances they take a weapon for Aaron Rodgers outside of Devontae Adams? What are the chances they actually do that? Do I do it just because? Nope, they're going to... Actually, I'm going to have them reaching. They're going to get a tackle that they need. Liam Eichenberg out of Notre Dame. 30. Bills, again, could be a team that wants a corner. Could be a receiver. I'm going to have them taking a chance on Jalen Phillips with the injuries. And not much else to say. I mean, I don't have too much to say about most of these picks. I'm going to have Kadarius Toney, I think. Or do we go with like a Nick Bolton, Zaven Collins kind of player? No, I'm going to give them they need some help on the defensive side of the ball, but they could also use another receiver. They could really use protection, even though they've signed some guards. I haven't taken Kadarius Toney. That is a scary group. When you have McCole Hardman, Tyreek Hill are speedsters. They can run straight up and down the field. They can run. And Kadarius Toney, he is a freak to watch. Like, he changes directions, I guess would be the word, and so well. And with the final pick of the draft, this is almost just the best player available for the Bucks. They won the Super Bowl. And what's the best pick for them? Receiver? Possibly. Do they go up for a corner? Very possibly. You know what? They're going to take one of these linebackers. I'm going to have them doing... Let's go with Nick Bolton. Haven't seen him quite as much. For the Bucks. And that is it for our mock draft. If you want to take one more look, I'll slowly go through. You can pause if you want to see a specific pick. If you missed any of them, there you go. That is it for this video. I hope the picks weren't too bad for you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.